So, picture this. A university instructor is accused of something truly heinous. A video goes viral, he gets fired, and then he just vanishes. We're going to unpack the story that kicked off on a college campus but quickly turned into an international incident.
Yeah, you heard that right. Fired and fled the country. That's the shocking end of this story, but it's actually where we're going to begin. How does a university instructor manage to not only get fired but also get out of the country entirely?
I mean, it is a stunning turn of events. So you have to be asking, how did it ever get to this point? We're going to follow the trail, from an online investigation all the way to a dramatic showdown on campus and the global fallout.
Okay, so the first piece of this puzzle is the official response. You know, when these allegations came out, the University of Georgia moved, and they moved fast. The university's reaction was pretty much immediate. He was fired, banned from campus. But the real bombshell, the part confirmed by the school itself, was that he had left the country. Just like that, this thing blew up from a local issue into an international one.
So here's where the story gets really fascinating, where these accusations actually came from. It wasn't some internal university review, and it wasn't a traditional police sting. Nope, this whole thing started somewhere completely different. And this slide really lays it out perfectly. The first move wasn't made by law enforcement. It was made by a group of citizen watchdogs, on social media. They're the ones who uncovered all of this, and only then did the official investigation actually begin.
So, who is this group? They call themselves the Street Sweepers Unit. They're based in Athens, Georgia, and their whole mission is to find and shine a light on people they allege are predators, mostly using online platforms to do it.
And this quote from a member of the group, wow, it really gets to the heart of what drives them. They see what they're doing as like a form of community protection. It's all about keeping kids safe. You can tell it's a really powerful and personal mission for them.
Okay, this is the pivotal moment. This is where the digital investigation by the Street Sweepers Unit completely spills over into the real world, and it happens in a very public, very dramatic way, right on the university campus.
And get this, they didn't just send their findings off to the police in an email. No, they took the pretty extraordinary step of confronting the instructor face-to-face, on his own turf, making sure that this encounter was going to be seen.
And here's what they came with. According to all the reports, they showed up with hard copies, printouts, of these alleged online chats he'd been having with someone he was led to believe was only 14 years old. They made all that digital evidence very, very real.
And in a video of this confrontation that of course went viral almost instantly, this was his alleged response. Just 4 words: "I made a mistake." That phrase became the absolute focal point of the public story that unfolded from there.
So, once a video like that gets out, you know the official institutions have to react. Let's take a look at the timeline of how the university and the police responded to this very public situation.
This timeline is just incredible. It shows you how fast everything happened. The confrontation goes down on a Tuesday. Just a few hours later, late Tuesday, he's on a plane and out of the country. By Wednesday morning, UGA police have a search warrant and are going into his home. A complete whirlwind in just about 24 hours.
And that search, it wasn't for nothing. Police confirmed that they found evidence at his home, and that evidence has now officially become part of a criminal investigation. So the key takeaway here is, while no charges have been filed just yet, this is very much an active case.
So, for the Street Sweepers Unit, this one high-profile case isn't the end of the story. In their eyes, it's just one part of a much bigger, ongoing mission that they're on. And this number really puts their work into a staggering perspective. 30. That's how many more cases the group says they have waiting in the wings. It kind of suggests that this viral story from UGA, for them, it's not some isolated thing. It's just the tip of the iceberg. So this story, one that started with online watchdogs and ended up with what's basically an international manhunt, it leaves us with a really critical question for our time, right? In this digital age, when citizen groups can spark major criminal investigations like this, who are the new gatekeepers of justice? And what does that mean for everybody else? Thank you for listening to Justice for the Souls podcast.